1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Prime Minister is directed for uniform pay scales of government employees to avoid discrimination. Advisor to the Prime Minister for Commerce and Investment says special economic zones under CPEC are open for businessmen from all countries. In occupied Kashmir, thousands of people defying curfew and other restrictions participated in the funeral prayers of two martyred youth in Kolgam and Shopian districts. The US military has begun withdrawing troops as part of the pull-out agreement with the Afghan Taliban. Chinese president has declared that the spread of the deadly coronavirus epidemic has been basically curbed in Hubei province. In the 24th match of Pakistan Super League, Lahore Qalandars will take on Peshawar Zalmi in Lahore today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has directed for uniform pay scales of the government employees to avoid discrimination. Briefing media on cabinet decisions in Islamabad this afternoon, Special Assistant to Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashikawan, said the Prime Minister assigned the Advisor on Finance, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, to hold talks with striking employees. She said the Prime Minister also directed to work with provincial governments to remove this disparity and send proposals to Cabinet so that sense of deprivation among the employees is removed. The Special Assistant said people have high expectations from this government and all steps would be taken to ensure it. The Cabinet reiterated its decision not to do trade with India due to its suppression of Muslims in occupied Kashmir and India. The Cabinet endorsed the earlier decision not to export surgical masks, keeping in view the coronavirus situation in the country. Prime Minister Imran Khan will launch ESA's District Development Portal Data for Pakistan today to provide an open and public access to poverty assessment for every district. ESA's District Development Portal Data for Pakistan, developed in collaboration with World Bank, will prove as a valuable resource for federal, provincial and district level policymakers for decision making. The portal currently has 6 rounds of district poverty and development data covering the period 2004-2018. The Data for Pakistan portal, as a part of ESA's strategy, will be hosted on the ESA's website of Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety Division at pass.gov.pk. President Dr. Arif Alvi has stressed the need for collaborative efforts to deal with common challenges and threats to humanity. Addressing the launching ceremony of Institute of Risk Management in Islamabad today, he pointed out that global warming, viruses, religious rivalries and conflicts are the major prevailing threats to the world community. The president said global warming poses a huge risk to the community and we have to be serious enough to save the people. Railways Minister Sheikh Rashid says steps will be taken to promote trade between Iran and Pakistan via rail network. He was talking to Iranian ambassador to Pakistan, Mohammad Ali Husseini, who called on him in Islamabad today. The Iranian ambassador expressed desire to restart Islamabad-Tehran-Istanbul container train. He said the train will also promote tourism and freight services. The railways minister invited a technical team from Iran to upgrade the Quetta-Taftan section of the railway track. Advisor to the Prime Minister for Commerce and Investment, Abdul Razak Dawood, has said the country's future lies in export-led growth strategy, which makes development of special economic zones more vital. Addressing an event in Islamabad today, he said special economic zones under the CPEC are open for businessmen from all countries. The advisor said the second phase of CPEC is about industrial and agricultural cooperation, while the next phase will be about connectivity with regional and global markets. Command and Staff Conference of Pakistan Navy in Islam Islamabad has reiterated that Navy is ever ready to deal with any situation. The conference, chaired by the Chief of Naval Staff, Zafar Mahmood Abbasi, also reviewed the region's security situation, operational preparedness of the Navy, and its development plans. The naval chief was briefed on the ongoing and future plans of the Pakistan Navy. He expressed satisfaction over Pakistan Navy's operational readiness. The funeral prayers of Shaheed Colonel Mujibur Rahman were offered at Army Helipad Ground in Gilgit today. Chief Minister Gilgit-Baltistan Hafiz Hafizur Rahman, Force Commander Northern Areas, Major General Ehsan Mahmood Khan, and a large number of military and civil officials attended the funeral prayers. Later, the Shaheed Colonel Mujibur Rahman was laid to rest at the native graveyard at Punji. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. A report titled CPEC in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, a gateway to regional connectivity and beyond, was launched in Islamabad today. Addressing the ceremony, Azad Kashmir Prime Minister Raja Farooq Haider said that stability of Pakistan is stability of Kashmir. He said that special economic zones and a China-Pakistan economic corridor will bring progress and prosperity. He said that tourism corridor is another great initiative which would boost tourism and bring economic stability. In occupied Kashmir, thousands of people, defying curfew and other restrictions, participated in the funeral prayers of two martyred youth in Kolgam and Shopian districts. According to Kashmir Media Service, the youth, identified as Shabir Ahmad Malik and Amir Ahmad Dar, were killed by Indian troops during a violent cordon and search operation in Ribbon area of Shopian district yesterday. The chairman of Muslim Conference, Shabir Ahmad Dar, and Ummat-e-Islami, in their separate statements in Srinagar, said that the collaborators of India like Altaf Bukhari, Usman Majid, and others would face the wrath of the people of Kashmir for becoming a pawn in the hands of fascist Hindu rulers in India. Meanwhile, the Law Society of England and Wales, through an official letter written to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, expressed grave concern over the continued detention of the President of High Court Bar Association of Occupied Kashmir, Mia Abdul Qayyum, calling his detention as judicial harassment. In India, head of a quasi-judicial body, Zafarul Islam Khan, has claimed that the communal violence that jolted parts of Union capital Delhi recently was well-planned and one-sided. In an exclusive interview with foreign news agency, he said most of the damage has been done to Muslim properties, houses, shops, and even mosques have been burnt, and people had been brought from outside. The United States has called for a vote at the UN Security Council to endorse Washington's deal with the Taliban. The request for a UN vote came after negotiations on a draft resolution. The US military has begun withdrawing troops as part of a pull-out agreed in the 29th February agreement with the Taliban. Chinese President Xi Jinping has declared spread of the deadly coronavirus epidemic has been curbed at the epicenter in Wuhan, Hubei province. He made these remarks after his first visit to the city since the crisis erupted. He also said initial success had been made in stabilizing the situation and turning the tide in Hubei and Wuhan. The UAE US joint military exercise Native Fury 20 kicked off in Abu Dhabi with the participation of the UAE and the US forces. The exercise embodies the strategic partnership between the two friendly countries. Turkey says 2016 migration deal with the EU needs to be updated in light of the crisis in northern Syria. In an interview with Turkish news agency, Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu said that the European Union visa liberalization and an update of the country's customs union with the bloc must be implemented to help solve the migrant issue. And now PSL. In the 24th match of Pakistan Super League, Lahore Qalandars will take on Peshawar Zalmi in Lahore today. The match will start at 1900 hours Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather report. Rain with wind and thunderstorm is expected in Islamabad, Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Upper Sindh, Northeast Balochistan, and Kashmir during the next 24 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.